Okay, buckle up, because today we are doing something wildly different. I am not here to save your skin today. Today I am your villain, your chaos agent, your skin's worst nightmare wrapped in SPF 50 and a sarong. Today I am handing you the ultimate anti-skincare guide for summer. A masterclass in how to absolutely obliterate your collagen, torch your elastin, and send your skin screaming into premature aging faster than you can say, "What happened to my pores?" And yes, I am doing this from Hawaii. I'm sitting under a mangrove tree, ocean waves crashing behind me, mic in hand like a war correspondent reporting live from the front lines of summer skin destruction. There are mosquitoes. There may be chickens. I'm pretty sure a bird just dive-bombed my head. We are going full wildlife documentary today, and we are not stopping. Because here's the thing. Everyone talks about what you should do for your skin in summer. Sunscreen this, hydration that, antioxidants, blah, blah. But nobody is talking about the real weapons of mass destruction that summer is quietly deploying against your face every single day. And it is not just the sun, not even close. So let's get into it. Every way summer is coming for your collagen, and every gloriously terrible thing you could do to help it along. Part 1. What summer is actually doing to your skin. Summer heat is not just uncomfortable, it is biologically aggressive toward your skin. When temperatures rise, your body triggers vasodilation. Blood vessels open up and push more blood to the surface of the skin as a cooling mechanism. Sounds helpful? Here's the plot twist. That increased blood flow floods straight to your melanocytes, the pigment-producing cells in the basal layer of your skin. More blood means more nutrients delivered to those cells. More nutrients means they get revved up, activated, running double shifts. They produce melanin at an accelerated rate. And suddenly your melasma patches, those stubborn hyperpigmented areas on your forehead, upper lip, and cheekbones, are darker and more dramatic than ever. This is why melasma is one of the top complaints I hear every summer. People come in shocked. "I wore sunscreen. Why is my pigmentation worse?" The answer is heat, pure ambient heat. Even without direct sun exposure, heat alone turbocharges your melanocytes. This is also why hot yoga flares melasma in winter, why a steaming shower worsens pigmentation, why that innocent morning latte is quietly conspiring against your skin tone every single day. Heat is the trigger. No sun required. Rosacea gets the same treatment. Inside blood vessel walls, smooth muscle cells contract when you're cool, restricting blood flow and keeping your complexion calm. When heat arrives, those muscles release, vessels dilate, blood rushes in, creating the hallmark flushing, redness, and visible telangiectasias across your nose and cheeks. Alcohol dilates, spicy food dilates, hot coffee dilates, and summer heat does all three simultaneously with zero apology. If you have rosacea, summer is a 4-month-long trigger event. Layer acne on top of all of it. Any inflammation-based skin condition becomes more reactive, more volatile, more explosive when heat cranks up blood flow and inflammatory cascades throughout the skin. Summer is your skin's frenemy, gorgeous on the surface, absolutely chaotic underneath. Part 2. UV light and the Great Collagen Massacre. In summer, the days are longer, the UV index climbs, and UV light goes to work on your skin like a demolition crew with no permits and no conscience. What UV light actually does at the cellular level. It systematically breaks down collagen and elastin, the structural proteins that give your skin its bounce, firmness, and tightness. Collagen is the scaffolding holding your face in position. Elastin is the snap that makes pressed skin spring back immediately. Together they form a dense, interconnected support web beneath the surface that fills in everything that would otherwise become wrinkles, sagging, and stretched pores. UV light triggers matrix metalloproteinases, enzymes that chew through collagen fibers like molecular scissors, while simultaneously driving inflammatory cascades that degrade both collagen and elastin from multiple directions at once. Over repeated summers of unprotected exposure, that scaffolding collapses strand by strand. What happens when it collapses? Laxity, fine lines deepen, wrinkles form from structural void, not just muscle movement. Pores stretch because no tight collagen matrix holds them compressed. Existing acne scars become more shadowed and dramatic as surrounding support disappears. And the part nobody emphasizes enough, this is cumulative. You are not just carrying this summer's damage, you are carrying the compounded photo damage of every unprotected hour going back to childhood. Your skin has a long, unforgiving memory, and UV light makes sure it never forgets a single afternoon. Part 3. The humidity and AC conspiracy. Right now in Hawaii, the humidity is around 85 to 90%. My skin feels hydrated, plump, alive, essentially drinking the moisture out of the air continuously. My transepidermal water loss is low, my barrier is supported, and everything is calm. Many of you are not in Hawaii, and the moment you step into an air-conditioned building, your office, your car, your gym, the humidity equation changes fast. AC systems extract moisture from air in order to cool it. That is the mechanism, not a side effect. The result is an interior atmosphere that can approach desert-level dryness regardless of what the weather is doing outside. Your skin responds by losing water to that dry atmosphere through transepidermal water loss. The skin barrier becomes compromised, cracking and gapping, less effective at keeping irritants out and moisture in. Skin feels tight, looks dull, becomes reactive, and compromised barrier ages you. When barrier integrity breaks down, inflammatory signals increase. Those inflammatory cascades activate the same collagen-degrading enzymes that UV light triggers. The mechanism your body uses to respond to skin stress ends up attacking the very proteins responsible for keeping you looking young. Dehydration is a pro-aging process at the cellular level, and air conditioning drives it every single hour you spend inside. Part 4. Summer pollution and the free radical firestorm. Pollution is actually worse in summer, and the physics explains exactly why. Heat causes molecules to move faster. It agitates particles, lifts volatile compounds into the atmosphere, and launches suspended pollutants to higher concentrations than cooler months ever produce. The combination of intense heat and UV radiation creates photochemical smog that your skin is absorbing continuously. Pollutants in that summer air, particulate matter, polycyclic aromatic hydrocarbons, ground-level ozone, nitrogen dioxide, penetrate into the outer skin layers and generate free radicals. A free radical is an unstable molecule missing an electron, desperately stealing electrons from whatever molecular neighbor is closest. In your skin, that means snatching electrons from collagen, elastin, cell membranes, and skin barrier lipids. Think of free radicals as tiny molecular arsonists lighting fires throughout your dermis with zero regard for long-term consequences. The cumulative damage is extrinsic aging, not the aging that comes from time and biology, but the aging that comes from environmental assault. And summer pollution is one of the most underappreciated drivers of accelerated skin aging in dermatology today. Wildfires make it dramatically worse. Air travel adds jet fuel exhaust and pressurized cabin chemistry. The result is a multi-directional environmental attack on your skin from the moment summer begins until the moment it ends. Part 5. The skincare mistakes destroying your face. Now let's get into the specific, gloriously terrible things you could do to your skin this summer. Consider this your anti-guide, a detailed roadmap to maximum skin destruction. Catastrophic mistake number 1. Wrong sunscreen, wrong application, zero reapplication. Not wearing sunscreen, or wearing it incorrectly, is the fastest single way to destroy your collagen and accelerate photoaging. But the nuance most people miss is that it's not just about wearing sunscreen. It's about wearing the right one. Your summer sunscreen needs iron oxides. Standard SPF protects against UVA and UVB. Iron oxides also block high-energy visible light, the blue-violet spectrum that penetrates deeply and is a documented trigger for melasma and pigmentation disorders, especially in medium and deeper skin tones. Without iron oxides, you have a gap in your protection that summer light fills enthusiastically. Then there's reapplication. Most people apply once in the morning and call it done. Sunscreen degrades with UV exposure, sweat, water, and sebum. Real protection requires reapplication every 90 minutes to 2 hours outdoors, in an actual adequate amount, about 1/4 teaspoon for the face, not a hopeful smear. And cars? Standard glass blocks most UVB, but lets significant UVA right through. If you're driving without sunscreen, your driver's side face and hands are receiving a prolonged collagen-destroying UVA bath every single commute. This is documented fact, not exaggeration. Catastrophic mistake number 2. Using your winter actives protocol unchanged into summer. Retinol, vitamin C, exfoliating acids, extraordinary ingredients with real anti-aging power. Also ingredients that require serious adaptation when summer arrives. Many actives increase photosensitivity. Retinol thins the stratum corneum slightly as it accelerates cell turnover. Chemical exfoliants remove outermost protective layers. Using these without adjusting your protocol, frequency, concentration, timing, and UV protection can cause more harm than good in summer conditions. And the myth that you must stop actives entirely in summer is just as wrong. The answer is intelligent adaptation. Retinol strictly evenings only. Stable vitamin C forms, ascorbyl glucoside, tetrahexyl decyl ascorbate, rather than straight L-ascorbic acid that oxidizes in summer heat. Reduced exfoliation frequency to allow adequate barrier recovery. Done correctly, actives work beautifully in summer and pair powerfully with UV protection. Done wrong, winter protocol unchanged, you get sensitivity, pigmentation, and a compromised barrier that makes every other summer skin challenge worse. Catastrophic mistake number 3. Laser treatment followed immediately by outdoor life. Laser resurfacing is genuinely transformative. stimulating collagen, resurfacing texture, addressing pigmentation. It is also a procedure that leaves your skin in a state of deliberate, therapeutic vulnerability for days to weeks afterward. The barrier is intentionally disrupted. Your skin's defenses against UV radiation, heat, and environmental pollutants are significantly reduced during the healing window. Exposing freshly lasered skin to summer conditions creates new, serious, potentially permanent damage on top of healing tissue. Post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation, prolonged recovery, results worse than if you had done nothing at all. You absolutely can get lasers in summer. The misconception that you can't is equally wrong. But the type of treatment, the parameters, and most critically the aftercare must be rigorously adapted. Summer laser treatments without meticulous aftercare are a clinical disaster. Summer laser treatments with the right protocol are completely viable. Catastrophic mistake number 4. Ignoring your body temperature and letting heat run wild on your face. Speaking from personal experience here, I have melasma. 2 pregnancies, years of hormonal birth control, decades of beach living. By every measure, I should have uncontrollable pigmentation. Through deliberate heat management, mine is controlled. The strategy is not avoidance. I surf, hike, do hot yoga, vacation exclusively at the beach. Total avoidance is not a strategy. It's a surrender of the life you're trying to protect your skin for. What works is intentional cooling. Cold compresses after outdoor activity to bring skin temperature down and signal vasodilated vessels to constrict. Strategic shade during peak UV hours, not all day, just smartly. Cold plunges post-exercise to calm overactivated melanocytes before they fully rev up. Planning intense outdoor activities for early morning or late afternoon when UV and ambient temperature are both significantly lower. Small, livable modifications that let you keep your full outdoor life while dramatically reducing the heat triggers that escalate melasma. Ignoring temperature entirely, staying vasodilated for extended periods without cooling intervention, is one of the most reliable ways to watch pigmentation explode over a single summer. Catastrophic mistake number 5, not protecting your eyes. This stops people in their tracks every time because almost nobody has heard it. UV light entering your eyes and hitting your retina triggers release of melanocyte-stimulating hormone, a systemic hormonal signal circulating through your bloodstream that directly activates melanocytes in your skin. Your eyes are sending a biochemical message to your face: produce more pigment. The connection between ocular UV exposure and skin hyperpigmentation is real, documented, and almost completely absent from mainstream skincare conversation. Not wearing UV protective sunglasses isn't just a vision health issue. It is a direct, active contributor to melasma worsening. Your sunglasses are functioning as topical pigmentation treatment, preventing the ocular UV signal that sets your melanocytes firing. Wear them. UV protective, large coverage, every single day outside without exception. Catastrophic mistake number 6, heavy occlusive moisturizers in peak summer heat. In winter, that rich emollient cream is one of the best things you can do for your skin. In summer, it transforms from ally to active threat. Applied to warm, sweating skin, a heavy occlusive cream physically blocks sweat gland openings and follicular ostia. Your eccrine glands, trying to push sweat to the surface for temperature regulation, are suddenly blocked. Follicles become warm, airless, sebum-saturated environments. C. acnes bacteria thrives. Sebum backs up. Immune response arrives. Neutrophils, lymphocytes, the full inflammatory cavalry. And the result is comedones, papules, cystic acne, and a systemic skin inflammatory state that degrades collagen and accelerates aging. Heavy creams in summer heat are the kiss of death for your pores. Switch to lightweight, water-based, non-occlusive formulations. Summer skin needs hydration without occlusion. Those are profoundly different things. Catastrophic mistake number 7, not cleansing properly or skipping it entirely. After a day outside, sunscreen layers, sweat, sebum, pollution particles, makeup, environmental residue, all of it is actively sitting on your skin, generating ongoing free radical reactions against your tissue. Going to bed without removing all of that means your skin spends 8 hours, its most important regenerative window, in an oxidative, pro-inflammatory, barrier-disrupting environment instead of actually repairing. That accumulation is not sitting passively. It is aging your skin in real time while you sleep. Use a pH-balanced gel cleanser in summer, effective enough to remove sunscreen and sweat without stripping essential barrier lipids. Overstripping is nearly as damaging as not cleansing. It triggers compensatory sebum overproduction, increases water loss, and compromises the acid mantle that forms part of your barrier defense. And after cleansing, immediately on damp skin, apply a lightweight moisturizer. The myth that summer heat eliminates your need for post-cleanse hydration is persistently and deeply wrong. Your barrier is momentarily at its most vulnerable right after washing. Leaving it unprotected in an air-conditioned room is an open invitation to dehydration and accelerated aging. Part 6. The absolute worst mistake of all. Here it is. The one collagen killer nobody in dermatology admits out loud. The single worst thing you can do for your skin this summer is stop living your life. Stay inside. Avoid outdoor plans. Skip the beach. Never feel sun on your face. Spend summer in a UV-free, climate-controlled, melanocyte-suppressing indoor existence. I am completely serious. That might be the most skin-damaging choice of all, because when you stop living, cortisol rises. Chronic stress, suppressed joy, no outdoor movement. These elevate stress hormones in ways that are measurably destructive to skin at the cellular level. Cortisol inhibits fibroblast activity, the process that synthesizes new collagen. It drives systemic inflammation. It disrupts the sleep architecture that powers your skin's nightly repair cycle. It undermines every other intervention you're making. Your happiness is a skin intervention. The endorphins from an ocean swim. The stress reduction of a sunset hike. The genuine pleasure of warm sun on your face during an afternoon outside. These are not indulgences competing with skin health. They are skin health, expressed through the physiological effects of joy, movement, and a life actually lived. I am 47. I have surfed and lived on the beach my entire life. I have maintained healthy, strong skin, not by avoiding the life I love, but by equipping myself with the knowledge and tools to protect my skin while living that life fully. That is what I want for you. Not a summer of calculated avoidance, a summer where you are completely outside, joyful, present, protected, and your skin is genuinely thriving. Wrap up. There it is, your complete anti-skincare guide to destroying your collagen this summer. The heat turbocharging your melanocytes, the UV dismantling your collagen fiber by fiber, the AC stripping your barrier, the pollution firing free radicals through your dermis, the routine mistakes compounding every source of damage daily. Now that you know exactly how summer destroys skin, you have everything you need to do the opposite. Next week, we flip this guide completely. The summer skincare routine, the right products, how to adapt your actives, manage melasma, and get laser-safe results while living outdoors all season long. Aloha, mahalo. Now go put on your sunscreen.